In today's YouTube episode, we continue to talk about how to find balance in your life while also caring for your aging parents. Over my years of doing this work, I have seen caregivers really suffer when they didn't have balance in their care and taking care of themselves. I've seen caregivers lose their jobs. I've seen caregivers have their own health problems. I've seen caregivers have problems in their family, financial problems, you name it, I have seen it. In fact, I had a caregiver one time who was taking care of his wife who had advanced dementia. She required total care. That means she needed help with bathing, dressing, toileting, eating, everything you can imagine. And he really refused help from other people because he was scared of having someone else come into his home. Literally, he died on the kitchen floor, making his wife something to eat, and we had to place her in a nursing home because there was no other option. And I know that's not what he wanted for her, and I don't want that to happen to you. Today I'm going to provide 5 things you can start doing to help balance your life as a caregiver and caring for your parents. You don't have to do them all, but pick one and do it consistently. And I promise you that when you do that, you're going to start feeling a whole lot better. Number 1, consider alternate care arrangements for your parents every week. It doesn't have to be every day, but do it enough so that you know that throughout your week you're going to get a break. An alternate care can look like a day center where you take them daily for the whole day, or home care where you hire an agency to come into your home. A home care can be paid for by Medicare under certain situations, or it can be paid for by Medicaid if your parents qualify. Number 2, now if you are paying for your parents' care, it will be really important to establish a budget. And it will be also really important that you communicate with your spouse, your partner, about the budget. Caregiving can be very expensive. It will also be very important to include your siblings and anybody else who wants to assist you in the financial burden of caring for your parents. If there isn't enough money to provide all the care that your parents need, consider applying for Medicaid in your state. It can be very helpful for in-home care or care in a nursing facility. Number 3, take part in a caregiver support group in your area. The Area Agency on Aging has a list of all the support groups that would be available to you. And there are specific support groups. So if your parents have dementia, there's most likely an Alzheimer's dementia support group. Or there could be just a support group for people that are caring for their aging parents. It is so important to be surrounded by people that really get what's going on in your life. There is such power there. You learn from each other. What works for them may also work for you, and you won't get that information from reading a book or even listening to me. So you definitely want to join a support group. And I will put here the link for the Area Agency on Aging that will help you find your local support group so you can get started right away getting some more support. Number 4, have all of your paperwork in order, such as durable medical power of attorney, financial power of attorney, and it will be so important that all the doctors that your parents visit, all your siblings, all the hospitals that they may interact with, have a copy, especially if you are named as the power of attorney. It will also be important that you have an original to take with you when you go to the bank to interact on your parents' behalf. So gather all those important documents, keep them in a folder that you can grab and take whenever you go to the doctor. Number 5, it is so important that you schedule family meetings at least once a month with your family to discuss caregiving issues. I would suggest starting with your siblings first to make sure you're all on the same page as far as appointments, what's going on with your parents, finances, etc. And then include your parents. And so when you have these regular meetings, no one is surprised about upcoming doctor's appointments, new diagnoses, how is their medical health, we're all informed. By having that knowledge, it can help you cope better, so we're not guessing, we're not anticipating, we're not catastrophizing things that could be going on with your parents. But make sure you do it at least once a month. You can do it by telephone, you can do it by Zoom. There's all sorts of ways now that you can meet, even if your siblings or parents live far away. But the main thing is just do it. So here we are, 5 ways to balance your life as you care for your aging parents. It is not essential that you do all 5, but if you did, that would be awesome. But just pick one to help you in your caregiving journey. And if you like this information and found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue to support you weekly on your caregiving journey.